Alright, what up though? Welcome back to the channel. You already know what it is, so let's just get into it. Let's see what's going on. And the energy. We're just gonna do a current energy checkup. Alright. I got a lot to say, but I'm gonna say nothing. I got a lot to say, but I'm gonna say nothing. What's going on with Virgo? What's going on? Yeah, I got a lot to say, but I'm gonna say nothing. This is weird. Weird shit. Moon card came out. Last song that I was listening to was By the Moon. Okay, so something about this full moon is significant. I feel like somebody wants to do some oogly boogly on the full moon. Alright, so make sure you go laugh at these people, bless your home, sweep it out, stay focused. But in this song he was talking about renewal, okay? Heavy on the secrets. There's something about not saying stuff. You may have a lot to say, but choose to say nothing, alright? This is that type of energy. There's something about like creating mystery around yourself that would be helpful at this time. Be by the moon. It's giving like a time of introspection. So you can be going into isolation, okay? And every single time Virgo will go into isolation, they want to achieve something, right? There's like an itch that needs to be scratched. And that's what I was picking up in my notes. I was picking up on massages. I was picking up on meditation. I was picking up of the slowing down of your system in some type of way. Whether you're slowing your mind down, slowing your body down, slowing your work down. There's something that's slowing down in order for deep rest, deep respiration. Okay, so there's something about like a neural spring. I'm picking up on an elixir of life or something like that. Okay, you could be making some type of spiritual bath potion, or you'd be told to during the full moon. Make a little elixir, dip down in there, soak your bones, Virgo, okay? There's something here about really taking care of yourself. Choosing not to say anything, just pouring into yourself, basically, is what I'm getting. Yeah, mind over matter. Yeah, stop playing with me, okay? Because there's a need to. Look, heart is out here twice now. Some type of emotion. Okay, you gotta stay on top of it. You gotta stay on top. You gotta stay on top of the emotions. You gotta stay strong. You gotta stay focused. Mind over matter. Y'all could be low key falling in love with somebody and you don't really want to fall in love with them, so you're trying to stay mind over matter because like this is not the time for love, and it could be like in your face. Okay, but you could be trying to do spiritual work and stay serious, and then that's when like love comes. You know what I mean? There's some type of distraction, and love could be anything. Okay, um, it could be any type of sensation, heart, mind, emotion, all that. Okay, as above, so below. Okay, can't be fixed. Oh, cool. Brush your shoulders off. There go the spiritual bath. There go the elixir of life, the spiritual bath I was talking about. Because there's what? There's vermin, Virgo. There's vermin. And now, a word from the ancestors, and I spy. Okay? I spy with my little eye. Me and my children play that game all the time. That's like our favorite game, I spy. Alright, let's get into it. First of all, somebody's doing some type of spiritual work on your emotions. And it's important for you to be mind over matter. Somebody wants you to crash out. They want you to be in your feelings. They want you to do something, give in, overeat, get off routine. They want you to overspend, blah, blah, blah. You gotta stay focused. All right, they want you to be lustful, blah blah blah, whatever little mind game that they're trying to play with you. You gotta know in your heart what you're after in this season, and I feel like there's some top secrets. Okay, you always know spiritual work is being done on you in seasons where you're about to get some, right? Because they want you to fumble what you're about to get. So they're trying to mess something up, mind over matter, right? As above, so below. There's something that has been like signed, sealed, delivered. There's something that has been like spiritually signed in, and now it can't be fixed. So at one point, somebody had a chance to fix something. Now they do not have that chance. So the divine gave you a chance to fix something, you didn't do it. Oh well, karma locked in for next season. Is this type of energy? Okay, somebody had a chance to fix something. They could have eliminated some karma, but they didn't. So they're gonna have to deal with a Humpty Dumpty situation. Okay, this is a burden. Humpty Dumpty cracking his shell is a burden. Could be lethal. So I don't know what that is, but there's vermin in the energy. Okay, vermin spiritually are like demons. Okay, come up as like demonic voices. They're like little low level narcissistic energy people, okay? People with like personality disorders, all right, who take from you. Basically, a vermin is somebody who eats and does not give in some type of way. And then we have a word from the ancestors. It's like this is the energy of somebody's mind being taunted by vermin, and then all of a sudden the ancestors speak, and somebody can hear a clear voice, and they realize that their head is full of vermin, and then the ancestors help them cut through negative thoughts. There's somebody out here who has like, yeah, some type of mental disorder where uh, basically trauma, quote unquote trauma, quote unquote demons, all right, have attached themselves to like a memory, situation, something that happened to somebody, and now it feeds off of them, off of their energy. And the more they play victim, the more that demon thrives. The more they hold on to that wound and never let it heal, the more that demon lives. Is this type of energy, and they just keep eating and eating. And then here come the ancestors. You're like, hold on, okay, hold your horses. We have something to say. And then this energy, brush your shoulders off. I was picking up on that. You're gonna need to take a bath, spiritual bath during full moon. This full moon, when's the full moon? It's coming up. You can be being asked to take one every night. Yeah. Uh, there's something about sweeping out the house as well, and actually getting rooted. This is brown energy, Earth. You're gonna be led to put your feet in dirt. Okay, actually ground yourself. Go barefoot. Yeah, rejuvenation. I'm still picking up on that, like mud baths. There's something about like a time during meditation, a time during a spiritual bath where you get some type of divine download, an I spy. It's almost going to be like a vision. And in that vision, it's little things that you need to look inside in order to figure out the message. You know what I mean? Like it's not really what you're seeing, but it was what you're seeing represents, if that makes sense. And it's this type of energy. So when you're doing some type of cleaning, I heard whistle while we work, okay, brushing out, sweeping out, it's like a meditative state for someone, and somebody's gonna get some type of I spy. I'm also picking up on somebody who has this time during when they sit on the toilet, okay, or when you pull up to your house, you sit in front of your house before you go in. There's a moment you get with yourself, okay, and which is spiritually cleansing. Maybe you say a prayer. I don't know. But some type of energy being wiped off of you comes from some type of deep meditative state. in which you can imagine. Imagine, but remember. Let's get into it. Look at this. I didn't even see that. As above, so below, signed, sealed, delivered, incarceration. Truly I say, whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. Somebody being bound up. Okay? That's why you don't do the oogly boogly. Right there. Because of spiritual incarceration. That's exactly why. Okay? What secret, shadow, mind over matter? Okay. Yeah. Intimate communication. You're being asked to don't kiss and tell, first of all. People could be spreading your intimate communication in order to try to get a reaction out of you. It's getting like revenge, PORN, that type of energy. There's also, like, I'm telling you, somebody who you flirting with, and you know it's a time for healing, and it is not a time for flirting. Okay? So you may have to tell somebody, like, chill. But I told you, sensuality, this has something to do with your senses, your emotions. Okay? So somebody could be doing spell work on you, trying to make you more loose. Trying to make you more susceptible is what I meant. Okay? Susceptibility. Susceptibility is what I meant. What's this energy? What secret shadow work? There's also like some type of talk about spell work too that's blocked. Somebody's not good at doing some type of spell work because they know it's not working. But if they go into doing it knowing that it's not working, it messes it up. So they're trying to focus so they can recite the right thing in the right energy, and they're failing. Okay, they know this shit's not gonna work. If they know it's not gonna work, why do they keep doing it? It's weird. We the Ace of Cups. Some of y'all could really, be holding back some love, some new love situation. Okay. Yeah, you could have just got out of something. You could have just got out of something. And here's something go. Yeah, you could be trying to heal. You could be trying to do the right thing and not fall in love. Okay. This is not the time. The Ace of Cups and the Hermit. Yeah, no, I just heard all the good times we were together. Some little weird ass song. Anyway, somebody wants you to remember like the time when you loved them. Okay, the Hermit. This is like also some type of like checking of emotion here. Like, do I actually love somebody? What is this emotion? You could be like looking into something because something ain't right. Ten of Swords, Three of Swords, Nine of Coins. You can be questioning somebody's love for you because something ain't right. Like, why can I tell you to leave me the fuck alone, but you here in my face? There's something here about okay. Now I'm picking up on a third party situation where there's a third party looking at someone who's in love with you, and they're wondering like why somebody loves you over them but cheat on them. Ten of Swords, Three of Swords. Knight of Coins, the Star card. And even though this person gets cheated on, they still try to heal things with this person. Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, Page of Cups. They still be given to this person. Three of Wands, the Hangman, and the Page of Swords. And even after all this that somebody did, someone's watching somebody. Seven of Wands? The Nine of Swords, the Ten of Wands in the reverse, the Two of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Nine of Coins, the Queen of Wands. What? And the Strength card. Either there's someone here who's like trying to find out about your love life or what you got going on, or there's someone here outside of a relationship looking at your love life, and it could be making them feel like they should do shadow work. But instead of doing shadow work, they may attack you. This is literally what I'm getting now. Like somebody be like wondering why somebody likes you, why people fall in love with you, why people like you, or why people fall in love with them and then ghost them, and they know they need to do shadow work, or why you fell in love and then ghosted them. Take it as a resonance. Nah, Five of Swords. This is what I said. There's like somebody connected to a man who feel like they're a secret. This person may expose somebody. The Chariot. The Ten of Pentacles. The Fool. So there's someone out here who's doing shadow work now because they still see you falling in love, being happy, even after everything that they're doing to fuck you over, you're still moving towards the Ten of Pentacles. This is literally what I'm getting. The Fool. So what's the shadow work? What are they seeing with the Hermit? The Hierophant. The Star card in the reverse. And the Seven of Coins. The Death card at the bottom. There's somebody here who knows what they need to do. Okay, I feel like the shadow work is about knowing themselves more deeply. Okay, being open to more new wisdom, to learn and progress in some type of way. If somebody has no faith that even if they'll do that, that something will work. So instead of doing shadow work, they attack you. But they're realizing attacking you doesn't stop anything. The Chariot to the Ten of Pentacles, the Death card. What's the Chariot to the Ten of Pentacles? The Nine of Wands in the reverse. Wow. The Ten of Swords in the reverse. The Ace of Wands. The Queen of Wands. There's somebody out here who knows they need to do shadow work, okay? But instead of doing shadow work to get the Chariot, the Ten of Pentacles, whoever this is, they just keep doing something. The Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, what do? They find a new lover, go after a new sensation, the Judgment, and the Two of Pentacles. And the Five of Wands. So if somebody's not listening to their judgment, they know they need to elevate, they just find reasons not to do shadow work and not listen to the sensations. They just go fuck people, fall into addiction, ignore it. I don't know who that is, Virgo. I hope it's not you. Could be another Taurus, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Cancer out here. Whoever that is. What's eyes above, so below? And can't be fixed. I heard another. We have discipline and personal boundaries, divine feminine. Okay? Okay. So it's giving like you have no choice, no other choice. Y'all have learned lessons, okay? And about perfecting yourself and getting discipline within your temple, unique to you, attributes unique to you, personal characteristics and personal traits that you want to change about yourself. Okay? This means setting boundaries. This means change behavior. This means pouring into yourself, having a peaceful life. Y'all, when I started getting nails, I realized how masculine I was with my hands because I broke them. And then it just made me slow down. It's this type of energy to perfect certain little characteristics, and I would always like hurt my hands. But anyways, to perfect little characteristics, there's gonna be the things that break in order to perfect you. Okay? In order to make you nourish yourself more. And in loving yourself, you find your spiritual path. That's why I love the divine. Okay? Shout out to God. Amen. Right? That's why I love him. Because the more you find out about God, you really find out that he really here to make your life better. And it's like, oh, really? And it's hard to believe that anybody that created this world could be here to try to make your life better. But that's the world coming against you. So you wouldn't get to know the creator and just judge the world. But anyways, once you know the creator, you realize that there's certain things that are done that may break things. It may destroy things. It may, you know, hurt. But it's ultimately for discipline, for grace, for wisdom, for knowledge, for nourishment. You know this. Somebody else doesn't. And they're continuing some type of karmic loop in which they'll be fucked up at their health. With the Nine of Wands in the reverse, this person's gonna have health issues and probably like STDs, something with addictions and sensation. They have to numb their thoughts. Okay, they have to numb their subconscious, and the only way to do that is to distract themselves constantly. But you, on the other hand, have enough grace and discipline to rebuild, to gain, to nourish, to create a peaceful life from broken pieces. Is this type of energy? I'm talking to a real divine feminine, okay? A real woman who can make it happen out of anything. You ever see them mamas? You ever see them mamas that make $1 out of 2 cents? Yeah. Somebody could be want to be a ballerina, take ballerina classes. There's something about some type of kids sport. You may be having to, dish out for the newest thing, whatever somebody wants. Okay? What's this energy? Can be fixed. I'm also hearing judgment. You're judgment and a 10 of cups. You're Ace of Cups. You're realizing this is like a judgment. Realizing, I'm getting that song. I'm so thankful that you broke down my life to make it better, to make it into a better one. Oof. If I remember the song, I'll put it down in the comments. But he says how he's thankful for God to destroy his life to make a new one. It's this type of energy. Judgment, 10 of Cups. Y'all about to really be thankful that things were not fixed, that things crumbled. Okay? You're about to be really thankful of the trajectory in which your life went. When previously that could have been the opposite. You could have felt misfortune. You could have felt, disadvantage. You could have felt like injustice happen to you. There's going to be something that happens that is going to make you see things in a better way. Yeah, it's justice. It's fair. Like, the universe is about to even something out. And you're about to see it. Everybody's about to see it. Oh, you're being made an example. The Page of Pentacles for other people to learn. Of course, you're the example. You're always the example. God uses you to be the example because they know that you are strong enough to bear that. Alright? And then once people see you be the example, the ones who don't want to do their shadow work, okay, realize, maybe it's not so bad to do shadow work. Face eyes. This is that type of energy. Somebody has to see you do it before they can do it. Okay? This is like the metaphor that men rule the world, but women birth them. We literally gave birth to you, taught you how to read and write for you to conquer the world. It's this type of energy. And there's someone learning from divine feminine energy. Strong mothers who can break and then put together out of broken pieces a 10 of cups energy. Who can pull it out the mud. Who go through things every single day, but their children see them in the happiest energy possible. They never sweat. It's this type of energy. Look at the kids watching. And you want to be the example of someone who could do shadow work. You feel me? You want to be the example of someone who could break generational curses. You know, watching. You want to show them how you can nourish yourself and have a peaceful life, and how things may go Humpty Dumpty. You feel me? Some of y'all may have like toddlers and y'all reading fairy tale stories or something, but it's this type of energy. Sometimes things go like Humpty Dumpty and you fall down, but you always gotta get back up. You feel me? It's this type of energy. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, Seven of Wands. And then this is that person who's burdened with some type of belief. There's somebody here with some belief that if they blame other people for what happened, they don't have to do shadow work in their part of what happened. Knight of Swords. This is how somebody processes the situation in order to move on. They try to get you to be the one, to be the aggressor, to be the problem, so that they don't have to do any shadow work on something. Somebody's standing on some type of belief, and them seeing you prosper and doing the opposite is going to make somebody feel very burdened by this belief. I'm telling you, their subconscious is eating at them. It's getting harder and harder to stand on some type of belief when everything in their being, with this shadow work energy, all their emotions, every sensation in their body is telling them that they're wrong. Somebody fighting demons over here. They're fighting demons and their subconscious. Okay? And seeing you transform is really going to fuck somebody up for whatever reason. Maybe they should stop watching. Okay, unless they're kidding you, right? Unless they're a kid from you. Unless they're one of your kids. I don't know why they're watching. Weird. Weird. But you're going to see how learning and adapting does you better. And how God can blow a wind and make things better. And you may not see how it could get better till afterwards. Just gotta have faith. What's that song? I hope it has lyrics. Yeah, it do have lyrics. It said, I'm in my season, show me what I needed, make me new. I don't care what they saying, I can't fake my fruit. God, I gotta stay true. I won't let them take my heart again. Make me better, make me stronger, make me smarter, because I want to live by the moon. It's this type of energy. You crave more correction. Just like a kid. Okay, now that kid energy is making sense. Just like a kid knowing that their success comes from their mama, from the teacher who's teaching them, who's nurturing them, and God is nurturing you. And I feel like you respect the nurturing. You expect a hand slap. You respect a Humpty Dumpty situation. You respect things. It's fair. It's fair. I see my part. I'll do better next time. And then God blesses you more. It's this type of energy. All right, we got vermin. We got vermin and the ancestors. The ancestors speaking to somebody. Okay? It's like their subconscious is speaking to them. Your actions is energetically speaking to them. Their dark demons is speaking to them, and then the ancestors come in speaking to them. Like, there's a lot of words right now. I heard word of mouth. I heard there was a fork in the road, so I cleaned the table. There's something about thinking that there's only a couple of routes when the routes are infinite. All right, thinking that there's only a couple of routes when the routes are infinite. Okay, I just heard and I'm infinite. You heard of hell, well I was sent from it. If you know that song, put it down in the comments. I think it's Eminem. But yeah, somebody got attachments. As soon as we tapped into this energy. These hidden enemies, these attachments, somebody got in their mind, they tell them to do things, make them have angry outbursts, okay? They act like they're giving gifts, they act like they're coming with rewards, but truly, they're like a parasitic energy that blocks them, okay? Locks in, footholds. Yep, this is a foothold. That's exactly what this is, a demonic foothold that make people wait, sit down. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. And they eat off of them. I told you. What do parasites do? Y'all didn't believe me? I told you. They eat. Okay? They eat. They eat and they shit. That's what they do. What a vermin. What's vermin and not a word for the ancestors? That's a lot. I heard a dollar a daisy. There go the gifts again. We got shields and Wi-Fi. We have guarded defense, outside, online activity, expanding your social circle, ripple effect, dice, and gifts. And we have ripple effect, short-lived, umbrella, dice, and gifts. There's some type of vermin that are expanding social circles. It's like people with different types of vermin coming together and like swamping vermin. Like the passing on of demons. So you think you healed from some type of demon and then you get with somebody and then they pass you on a demon and now you got that problem plus your problems. You low key start acting like somebody, but you're not acting like them, you acting like they demon. Somebody they're giving me like parasitic bed bug situation. Like if you sleep over at somebody's house, you're gonna bring it home with you type energy. That's what that is. And now this vermin over here, and that vermin over there. Swap, swappy, swap, swap. And then we got the ancestors, speaking of shields, defense, guarded, ripple effects, short lived, prepared for something. Trusting in faith, taking a risk. And we have that gift. What's gift? The gifted, I heard. Somebody want to spread something. Now I'm picking back up on like a dollar a daisy. I don't know what that is. Like a glob of white stuff, y'all. But I'm also picking up on demons being thrown around, okay, on objects, on group chats, okay, on symbolically in the back of the videos. There's something here that's like calling people in, like drone syndrome, like you eat the dollar daisy and now you can't stop eating dollar daisy and now you go buy that shit over and over again. It's this type of energy. Something that gets you hooked. And then the ancestors say, nah, nah, nah. Okay? Ain't coming over here with vermin. This is what I'm getting. Let's top in. Some type of mystery white substance could be significant. Okay, I heard talcum powder. Oh, somebody could be on that powder. Okay. But I'm also picking up on, like the little surprises in powder, like that make it carcinogenic and weird. I'm also picking up on chalk, like gymnast hand chalk, weightlifting chalk. I'm also picking up on like really sheer sunscreen, like a dollop of daisy, like vampire white skin, like real pale. No sunlight. No sunlight. Yeah, no light. There's somebody who does something online. They do something energetically. Okay, not physically. What's this vermin thing? Because they're telling me no lights. When they flick on the lights, you know how the vermin scatter? Because they know if they get seen in the light, they will get killed. This type of energy. So they stay in the darkness to expand their circles. You feel me? What's in the darkness? The Eight of Cups and the Four of Swords. The King of Cups. Hmm. And the Seven of Cups. Oh Lord. Somebody could quite literally be healing and rejuvenating. Okay, this could be like rehab with the Four of Wands. Some type of, you know, vermin. Let's just call it that. Let's keep it with the vermin. Some type of vermin has caused for some type of like emotional checkouts. Someone doesn't care anymore what they look like, what's happening, what's going on. They're detached emotionally from something. Okay, they're trying to recuperate from some type of confusion, but I'm getting like multi voices, the legion, Seven of Cups, multiple people in someone's head, multiple voices in someone's head, some type of vermin, judgment, all fucking with someone's judgment, all fucking with someone's mind. Something going on here. The Empress, the Three of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Six of Coins, the Six of Cups, the Death card, the Nine of Wands, the Hangman, the Four of Coins. What's this energy? The Queen of Swords. This is somebody else or some other energy or the same energy who could be watching you. What's the Queen of Swords in the Moon card? The Page of Cups. What the hell? What the fizzity fizzity fuck is? What? 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 Okay, there's somebody playing with you energetically. There's somebody who is sending vermin, like demons, things to attack you to expand. Alright? And the demons walk away, and it seems like some type of abuse is gone. But it's to confuse you about your boundaries. Moon card. This is that secret. There's someone doing spiritual work to fuck with you again. And it's because they don't want to do shadow work about themselves. And it's important you have mind over matter and keep elevating and keep growing and being authentic to yourself. Because there's someone out here who's doing something to you in hopes that they can like get you to feel like they can protect you from something that they're doing to you. I just heard "don't piss on me and tell me that it's rain." There's somebody who's pissing on you and wants you to believe that it's rain, and they can make the rain go away if you just deal with them. But yeah, they can't make the rain go away because it's fucking pissing. They're the ones pissing on you. It's this type of shit. Okay? I can quite literally go get an umbrella, bitch. You can't piss forever. That's the energy. But somebody wants you to believe. Okay, I'm speaking metaphorically. Because this shit just pissed me off. But there's someone here who wants you to experience something and then speak up about it and go crazy. But since you don't go crazy because, as above, so below, the divine be helping you, gaining you wisdom and discipline and focus and helping you. But there's someone here who is like quite literally a vermin trying to hype things up, expand on you in hopes that you crash out, act crazy. But since you don't act crazy, they act crazy. There's something about like an energetic exchange. Like a gift is here. Whatever this gift hits has to hit something. So if this person can't hit you, what's the Queen of Swords to the Moon card? The Three of Pentacles. You already know there's people working to sabotage you. You already know. Ten of Cups. And you remain happy because you know when the spiritual work ramps up that there's a Ten of Cups coming. And that's why Judgment, the Ten of Cups is here. You already have your mind made up on the blessings that are going to come in because of this shit that's happening now. And now a word from the ancestors. The ancestors may have already tapped you in, told you were protected, told you all this was going to happen. So now that all of this is happening, you're just like going through it. Waiting out the storm, knowing that you're protected, knowing the ripple effect and the impact of some type of short-lived spell work. Okay, roll the dice. Finances, battle of the nine, focus. Quite literally, unexpected changes, success and victory. Y'all, this is the energy. Okay, they need you to know that they're going to ramp up on you. They're going to try to manipulate the situation. But it's also with the Queen of Swords and the Moon card, what you've been waiting on. Some of you have been waiting on some information to speak something, waiting on the time, the moment, and that shit is right now. That's why they're trying to hype up on you so that something happens before you get what you want. All because they don't want to do shadow work. Three of Pentacles, Five of Coins. What's the outcome to the Three of Pentacles, Five of Coins energy? The people who are working against Virgo, the Hierophant. They shall submit to a path too. The Eight of Wands and the Star card. And they'll regret doing something. But when the reality of the situation comes in, they'll regret it. Star card in the reverse. Something, whatever is gonna happen ultimately from them doing it is whatever they said was gonna happen, as above, so below. once it unfolds, they're going to be shocked about it. This is why you're being told to keep moving forward. Okay? What's a word from the ancestors? Eight of Cups to Temperance. Ever since you walked away, it's just been more peaceful. Okay? But it's slow moving. Expect somebody to come fuck with you. Or emotionally walk away from how slow something is going because you know that there's people fucking with you. But it's gonna stop nothing. I'm telling you. What's the answer? Why the ancestors here? The Three of Swords. Ooh, somebody hurt the ancestors. Okay, the ancestors are grieving on your behalf. The High Priestess. And they're here to let you know they're gonna speak to you telepathically. Give you some type of download. I told you, there's gonna be some type of download. What's a word from the ancestors with the Three of Swords? Why are they grieving? High Priestess again, with the Page of Wands. The Ten of Wands. And the Judgment. And a word from the ancestors. Whenever shit gets too rough, baby, just set it down. I don't know who needs to hear it today, but somebody is making a rod of their own self. Oh, this person. Okay, so Virgo, there's the energy of someone grieving. Okay, the ancestors are grieving because they have to tell somebody, like, you're doing the wrong thing. Like, sit down, buddy. It's this type of energy. Like somebody's ancestors is grieving that they have to give a message to one of their descendants that they need to sit down. Like, pipe down. You're doing too much. This is also somebody's ancestors having to burden someone. Like Judgment. They're grieving because they have to do a mission. And their mission is to make shit harder for somebody because somebody is defensive to something. Okay, so the ancestors is telling me this is basically like tough love. Okay, usually they can help people out. You know, the ancestors can protect you, but the ancestors are grieving. They have to give a message that, you know, because of something, Ten of Wands, it's gonna be hard. What's going on? What's the Ten of Wands? The Knight of Wands? I just heard I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep because I miss you, babe. And I don't want to miss a thing. I don't know. The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Fool, the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands in the reverse. I don't want to fall asleep because I miss you, babe. And I don't want to miss a thing. Oh. Somebody could be a part of some type of marriage or group or community. Someone may have like a third party. Man, I was picking up on this third party in the beginning. And I don't know if it was some weirdo situation where this bitch was watching somebody else, was watching you, that's watching. And it was too many people watching somebody watch somebody to me for me to actually pick up on what the fuck was going on. There is like a third party out here. There's a third party out here who heartbroken because they did a bunch for some man to make it look like they good, all for this man to cheat on them. And then they're gonna do it again. The Five of Swords to the Three of Pentacles. Either there's a man that you used to be with, and they're the third party who's doing spell work to try to keep some man with him, and the man just be giving in and being with them instead of knowing something can't be fixed like you do and moving on and elevating. This man stay over here with the demons. And then the demons send attacks on you because you're expanding. But you're only expanding because you're doing shadow work. Something that they refuse to do. And then the ancestors come in and tell somebody something. Or the ancestors is telling you that somebody's secrets is about to come out. The Five of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Moon card. They go their secrets. The Queen of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Four of Swords. Yeah, and one of the secrets is they're with somebody who do this type shit. And maybe they even do that type shit. Somebody could be like a warlock or a witch, okay? And they try to teach some man how to be a warlock or a witch or some weirdo shit. Got his health all fucked up, or somebody's health all fucked up with the Nine of Wands in the reverse for some type of weirdo spell work that they're doing that's not working. For some of you, it is working, but it's only short lived. Some of you are the person I'm talking about that allows somebody to talk you into interacting with them so they can transfer oogly boogly vermin onto you so they can fuck up your mind and keep you attached. Some of you are the man I'm talking about. Or that's the plan. Somebody's ancestors trying to protect somebody. Virgo, you're either a woman about to deal with a man who is a third party witch or warlock, and you're being told not to deal with a man because he's dealing with bitches that got vermin, or you're the man who got the vermin attacking them, and there's a third party setting you up with a woman that's supposed to give you vermin. Other scenarios is that there's a man and a woman outside of you who are together and they can't create anything, so they need your energy. So there's a woman attacking you. So when this man shows up, he's like some type of hero energy, like he's your protector. But he ain't your motherfucking protector. He in cahoots with the bitch. They all in on it together. We're all in this together. Now I'm getting that High School Musical, the blonde boy and the blonde girl, those twins. Something about a brother and a sister. Moving on. Let's brush your shoulders off. Falling in love. I spy a planted object. Somebody could find like a voodoo doll somewhere. Somebody could find like a little baggie or something. I'm still picking up on a motherfucking dollar bill daisy. All right, I don't know who putting stuff in fruit or whipped cream, sour cream. I don't know who putting stuff in cream. Okay, I'm picking up on like a bag of trash, something in a weird spot where it's not supposed to be, under a bed or some weird something. I spy with my little eye a planted object. Planted object that's supposed to make you feel a certain way after prolonged exposure to planted objects. And once you get away from planted objects, you start feeling better. Called hearts. But when you near something, it tugs on you. Something weird. Something weird. What's I spy? Somebody could be planting stuff. Sudden events, swiftness, shocking events, camera. Let's brush your shoulders off. The Two of Pentacles. And the Death card. And the World. The Death and the World. The Ten of Swords in the reverse. Now, child, if the Ten of Swords was upright, okay. The Death, the World, and the Ten of Swords. Baby. Uh, dang. Well, there could be the energy of people deciding to end something for good and go towards new love. Straight up. What's this energy? Some of y'all are ready for new people. You're open to it. Seven comes in the reverse. Okay. The King of Cups. Somebody may have healed from some type of confusion. There's somebody in a weird relationship with someone. Okay, or this is what you are healing from, this is what you no longer want. Virgo, you're open to new love because you're no longer confused about somebody. You know, it's not stable. There's some type of disagreement. There's some type of clash. The Page of Swords. The Three of Wands. The Ace of Wands. The Two of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. The Two of Wands. Some type of, I don't know, what would you call that with the Queen of Cups? The Six of Cups? Memories? High Priestess to the Eight of Coins in the reverse. And the Three of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. No way. No way, bitch. No way. There could be somebody who's doing like love magic on you, Virgo. That's why you decided like to go find new love. You're no longer confused on somebody. You see them clearly. So whenever some type of emotion arises, you know that somebody's doing spell work on you. This could be like excessive masturbation or something. Somebody calling on your energy at night, trying to turn you on, playing on your sacral chakra energy. Something that they're doing isn't working anymore. Okay, somebody wants you to remember when you were disillusioned about them and their behavior. It's not working anymore. You're no longer given into sensations. You're going to notice people doing things, going out of their way, and being shocked that you don't react the way that they want you to. They want you to do something. I feel like somebody wants you to go back to some masculine. Go back with some masculine so they can triangulate you with spell work. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what they want you to do. They want you to get back with some weirdo masculine so they can triangulate you with spell work. Okay? What's planted objects? Crazy. Hell no. They paying people, paying things. This is like someone paying people to make it look like they have friends and family, like they're partying. Yeah. Somebody, King of Cups in the reverse. No, damn well ain't no love over there. Somebody's paying people to make it look a certain type of way. Somebody's manipulative. Okay? The King of Cups is untrustworthy. Alright. King of Cups in the reverse is someone who could be dangerous. And whoever this is trying to make it seem like some type of lifestyle that they're living is still good. 4 coins. Yeah, 6 of swords. The 9 of cups. The Queen of Wands and the Strength card. Somebody want to make it seem like they're good without you. It's really hard for this person to do that. Yeah, 9 of Wands in the reverse. 7 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. That's why they get bad karma. The 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. No wonder. There's some crazy person going out of their way doing something because they're holding on to some type of suppressed emotion. So you moving away from this person, standing in your power and strength and not doing something, is making someone being invested in something go against their favor, against them. You know the energy of like those weirdo people that go around trying to, I don't know, a good example. King of Cups in the reverse. This is like somebody going out of their way to like drop a photo of you, right? And then like, oh, you know Virgo? And then like, yeah, you know, Virgo actually an asshole. And it's like, then why you got a picture of Virgo? And why are you over here talking to me, somebody who knows Virgo? I don't know. Them doing some, I tried to make it make sense. Them doing something and holding on to something when you moved on from something is making them look like a weirdo. Playing to objects, sudden change is going to go in your favor because they're going to expose their own self. It's this type of energy. There's someone here who's doing like weirdo stuff, and I swear they're like amping it up. They want your life to be terrible without them. And then when they come in giving you crumbs, all the terrible things are going to suddenly stop happening to you. It's because they're working with the people who are doing terrible things to you in a cadence to make it seem like if you deal with them, something will go good. If you give in to this manipulative situation with me, your life will be better. The 3 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, my people will stop attacking you. They'll stop blocking you. They'll stop harassing you. You feel me? But if you don't go with us, I'm going to make it hard for you. The 2 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. And somebody's realizing that coming against you isn't working in their favor when you don't show up, when you don't participate. Who are they going to do it to? Who are you threatening if you have nobody to talk to? Where are you even at? The 6 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Wands. You somewhere minding your own business. And this person sitting there talking to you, talking to themselves, talking to the moon. I sit by myself, talking to the moon. This is the energy. 222 could be significant. There's some type of weirdo out here with mental illness, talking to the vermin inside of their head that was supposed to eat you alive, Virgo. Instead, you brushed your shoulders off, took control of the situation, learned your wisdom, gained knowledge like this person fails to do over and over again. They're creating objects, they're creating things out in public to try to expose you, but all it's going to do is expose themselves. This person is doing secretive things that is going to get them caught up. So basically, everything that they want to happen is going to happen to them. If this person could need to pay you, okay? Because I saw that energy. The Six of Coins, the Three of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Four of Coins. Somebody should be needing to pay you, give you something, and they can be holding back from giving you something in hopes that it will make you give in to them. But instead, the universe is going to hold back from them like they're doing to you. And you're going to learn your lesson and move on. It's this type of energy. Somebody may believe if they don't show you love, you'll never get love and you'll be sad. But instead, their next love partner is going to do the same thing to them and they won't be sad. It's this type of energy. Somebody's doing something in order to fuck with you, but if you move away, detach, and don't care what they're doing, it's going to backfire on them. The Two of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This was somebody you don't know. That's why shadow work is important. That's why. Because holding back from people, not paying them what you owe them, being emotionally manipulative, pushing all accountability out and blaming other people are the opposite of shadow work, is the opposite of shadow work. And if you knew how God set up, like I said before, God prunes you to be the best version of yourself so he can show you how abundant life is. But people who don't learn lessons have to deal with the negative side of the life, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And somebody is watching you and understanding that. Their subconscious is telling them that. Your actions is telling them that. The vermin that whisper in their head tell them that. Your ancestors popped up, told them that. Then they do stuff that directly goes against everything everyone's telling them. Like a dummy. And they know they dumb because they get bad karma. And this person, when they get bad karma, they could blame you instead of trying to understand how the things that they're doing is coming back against them. This is the energy that I got for you. If you resonate with anything here, please leave me a like, comment down below. Subscribe to the channel, see what's coming up next to Virgos. And y'all, I'm very grateful and thankful for everybody watching. Peace. I'm gonna leave it there. Peace.